Hey Ryan, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here as well.
So last time we met, I had you fill out a few assessments to give me a better idea of your strengths and your concerns. And one of the things that I saw keep coming up was that you really have some strengths in your family.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out your wife came up a lot, and your immediate family, like your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
I would. Yep.
You would. How do they support you day to day?
They call me, text me, ask me how I'm doing, ask if I would like to come to dinner one night a week. So it's nice to see my family.
So
Keep
communication.
in touch. Communication's big.
Good.
Yep, absolutely.
Good. It's really good to have those strengths in our personal lives. All right. Another strength that I saw come up on your multiple assessments would be your career. It seems to be a field that you're really interested in.
It is. I'm a golf professional, and I played golf my whole life. So they fit hand in hand, which I enjoy, being around people that enjoy golf like I do.
I gotcha. And it seems like your family's kind of in the golf too, so.
My dad's played golf, my granddad's played golf, so very supportive there.
That's part of who you are, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Good. One of the things that I noticed that seemed to be something you are challenged with would be like your sleep routine. It sounded like you're having a hard time falling asleep.
You could say that.
Yeah. You want to tell me a little bit more?
Yeah, so kind of some bad habits kind of when it comes to sleeping at night, such as being in front of a screen for too long. Sometimes I have to catch up work late at night and I gotta sit in front of a laptop and type documents, so on and so forth. And I also have a bad habit of drinking sodas and sugar, and obviously that's not very good for my sleeping. But that's definitely one thing I struggle with, going to sleep.
Well, it sounds like you struggle, but it also sounds like you're really aware of the things that are inhibiting your sleep.
I am. Yep. It's something I know I got to cut out, but I got to figure out a plan to get there. I don't know how to do it. I want to, but.
So you're really busy during the day, and it seems like night's kind of your time to relax or catch up.
That's right. Yep. That's
Okay.
when I can get other kind of work done.
I gotcha. Have you ever tried to cut these things out before?
I had to a certain extent. Kind of failed, but I'm still looking for ways to kind of overcome it.
Yeah. Were you really committed the first time that you tried to do it, or was it kind of just
It was not so committed.
not so committed?
I mean, it probably lasted 2 days and then kind of fell back to the same routine.
I gotcha. What happened that made you kind of give up on that?
I would say addiction is probably the biggest thing. I crave soda. I think there's an addiction there, and just fighting that addiction.
That's pretty popular in our society. Sugar.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, late at night. Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. It's a habit.
Yep.
So some things that we want to do together today are come up with, it's called a treatment plan. And what that consists of would be our goals, our short-term goal and our long-term goal. And then it also consists of how frequently you and I will meet and the duration of those visits. So it could be 30 minutes, could be 45 minutes. And that can always change depending on how we feel like it's going. If you feel like it's going really well and you want to see me every other week, I'm open to discussing that. If you feel like it's not going well and we need to meet more frequently, that's something we can discuss as well.
All right.
All right?
That sounds good.
Good. All right, so let's move on to our goals. So the goals want to be related to your challenges, and it sounds like your real challenges are related to the screen time and the sodas. That's what I'm hearing. And you're having a hard time falling asleep. And one thing that you had mentioned to me was that you're not feeling tired until the very early hours of the morning. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I try to go to sleep, I'd say 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I'm not tired. I just sit there and lay in bed and I'm like, this is pointless. Might as well get work done.
Sure.
And I get up, and next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, well, I got to wake up in 5 hours. That's not good.
Right.
So
you do feel tired at that point, or do you just really tell yourself, I have to go to bed?
I pretty much just tell myself I have to go to bed.
You have to go to bed.
Got to get at least 4 hours of sleep.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we can do is do a sleep routine journal. Is that something that you might be interested in?
It is. Yep.
It is. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about it before I ask that.
Okay.
So what you would do is, from the time you get home from work, and you said that's usually like mid-afternoon to dinner time-ish?
Could be anywhere from 3 to 6:30, 7 o'clock.
6:30.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we would do is when you get home, you would track what you do up until the time that you go to bed and stay there. If you get back up out of bed to go do something else, you're going to log that. And that will help give me a better idea of the day-to-day routine that you have at home. But I think it's also going to open up your eyes as to how much time you're spending in front of the screen and how many sodas you're having at night.
Yes. I could definitely see that.
Could that be helpful, you think?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so, too. So we'll start that when you leave today. And then next week, we'll revisit that and see if you feel like it's helping. And if it's not, we can always discuss that.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Another thing that I wanted to talk about were some strategies that we could use. One is called progressive muscle relaxation. Have you ever heard of that before?
I haven't.
No. So this is a really great strategy, and it's something that I use at night to kind of decompress. What you do is you lay in your bed and you really focus on those muscles in your body. And you might start at your toes, and you would squeeze the muscles in your toes and then relax them. And then contract the muscles in your legs and relax them. And really just go through your whole body until you are completely relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And it works for some people. It doesn't work for other people. So it's something we can try. And if it works for you, let me know. And if not, that's something we can toss.
Yeah.
Okay?
That sounds good.
Another one would be visualization. And that is kind of when you think of things that make you relax, like a vacation, or what would be something that you would think of?
Playing on a golf course.
Playing golf.
With nobody else
I see.
around.
Yeah.
Sun shining, wind's blowing.
Kind of no responsibilities, just
That's right. Just having
freedom.
fun. Yep.
I gotcha. And that's something that we can work on in our sessions as well, is the muscle relaxation and the visualization until you feel comfortable doing it on your own. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So the next thing I want to talk about is our goals. Our short-term goal would be in about 3 months. Where are we? And then our long-term goal would be in about a year. Where do we stand? Okay? So the short-term goal that I was thinking of, and you can tell me whether you think this is good or not, would be to, in 3 months, I want you to be able to identify the stimuli that are keeping you from falling asleep on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Okay? And then our long-term goal, a year from now, I want you to be able to establish a restful sleep pattern. That means going to sleep at a decent hour and staying asleep without getting up and thinking, I've got to go do something else.
Okay.
Okay? Would you like to add anything to those goals or maybe change something that didn't quite seem right?
I think that sounds good.
I think that sounds good. We can always change them as we go along. Okay?
Yep.
Does everything sound good for you today? Was there any questions you had? Or
I think that covers it.
yeah, it covers that. Well, I really look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep.
And I think next week we will try a 30-minute session. And if that feels good to both of us, we can stick with that for the next week. If not, we can shorten it or lengthen it depending.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
It's nice to see you again, Brian.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.